Welcome to the Hudson County Show. Pat O'Melia here. You are a Hudson County resident. We're doing this live on Comcast, channel 190. We're live on livestream.com. Take a moment, download the app for livestream.com. It's free. You can watch all our programming, and there's a ton of other programming on livestream.com. We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, gentlemen. We're live everywhere. We're back on all our streaming networks. I got my coffee. This is our last live show of the season. We go on a hiatus, and we start working on new shows. One of the new shows is New Jersey at Large. It's a takeoff on one of our older shows, County at Large, where we used to do Bergen County at Large, Hudson County at Large, Ocean County at Large. We're combining them all into a statewide because of the streaming capabilities. I was talking yesterday to Monmouth County prosecutors, Bergen County prosecutors, Hudson County, of course. We pretty much got a consensus. So we're going to go forward, and we'll pick up the other counties as we go along. The more you can help law enforcement catching the bad guys, the more we make our towns and our streets safer. So I can do this. I'm going to do it. There's no charge. I'm not charging any of the counties or law enforcement. We will do it, and we'll do a professional job. For that matter, we sent a demo program out, and everybody seemed to like that. On June 5th, next week, right? Tuesday. June 5th, yeah, is Election Day. I'm sure you got your ballot. I don't even know why. We're paying thousands of dollars. You know, we moved our elections in Jersey City to November to save money. And it's really debatable if we save money. We're doing a election, the primaries, on June, and here's what we got. We got column A, Bob Menendez, in the Democratic side. Column B, Lisa McCormick. I don't know much about Lisa. Albio Series is up. This is it. There's no questions or anything. This is all you're coming out to vote for. On the Republican side, all four yous in Hudson County. You got Bob Eugen, a Union City guy, by the way. Really good commercials. I don't know how factually true they are, but their production value is good. You got Joseph Munoz, or John Munoz. He is running for Senate. He's not going to win. It's going to be Eugen versus Bob Menendez. And you got Brian Goldberg. I don't know if he's any relation to Bill Goldberg, the wrestler. But this is thousands of dollars. I mean, big thousands of dollars for this. But get out and vote. Your vote counts. And like I said, this is our last live show for the year. We're going to talk about Grand Street Visions. We're going to talk about Preservation Awards. We're going to talk about Roseanne. Roseanne getting canceled. Full up reorganizing a tenant landlord office. Once I get all my papers together, we'll get this show going. And we're going to talk about the Honeywell site. I know we got a lot of the North Bergen Library. All that's coming up. You're watching the Hudson County Show. We'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net, at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show, and you are watching it live. Have my coffee that I brewed myself about 2 hours ago. I'm sure you've heard in the world of television, Roseanne Barr. I think that's her name, right? Roseanne Barr now. I know she got married a few times. It was Roseanne Arnold for a while. Roseanne Barr, we all know her as Roseanne. She's one of those few celebrities who can go by one name, Madonna, Cher. Roseanne was on an iconic show from the 90s into the 2000s. She was at one time probably the highest paid television performer. She was doing movies for a while. For that matter, she shot a movie out here in West New York, She-Devil. I think it was with Meryl Streep and Roseanne Barr, and they were shooting that here. Well, Roseanne, here's basically Roseanne went Roseanne. And, you know, I don't know how this surprises people. Roseanne tweeted some ridiculous stuff about a former Obama aide, Valerie Jarrett. I have no idea why she would do this. Made absolutely no sense. And that is going to change how Twitter and jobs are going to work in the future. But let's stay with Roseanne. Everybody went nuts. Disney owns ABC. It's an ABC show. There were all sorts of meetings. The morning that her tweet came out, she's being called a racist and all. I don't know if she's a racist because she takes so many different stands and sides. She is imbalanced, I think. She's a genius comedian. You know, you can't take that away from her. But there is some sort of a mental imbalance with Roseanne. And maybe that's what makes her funny. Her take on the world is completely different than the rest of us, which is one of the things that amazed me. Why the hell do we care anything Roseanne says or does outside of her role on television? We know she's, you want to use the word lunatic? But she's always been this way. You know, what is interesting, her employers, Casey Werner, the producers of Roseanne, ABC, they all worked with Roseanne in the 90s and the early 2000s. She was about as loose cannon unstable as you can be. She probably set the record for firing writers, forcing producers off the show, forcing all sorts of, you know, script changes and casting. You realize George Clooney, at one time, was on Roseanne, playing Jackie's boyfriend. And they jettisoned George Clooney. Yeah, she was always, you know, she married Tom Arnold. There was a thing with the tattoos on their butts, and Tom Arnold was directing the shows, and, you know, John Goodman would go into his dressing room and bang his head and knock down a couple of cases of Budweiser, hang out with Dan Aykroyd and complain about Roseanne. She was always unstable, to the point where you didn't know. Didn't she have like 40 different personalities now that comes to mind? But the thing is, when Roseanne went Roseanne with this tweet, it was like, oh my God, did you see what she did? Are you serious? You guys, ABC and Kirstie Warner worked with her before. Do you think she got more stable? Surprise, surprise, she's Roseanne. Roseanne went Roseanne. And it like took everybody surprised. It didn't surprise me a bit. What surprised me was canceling her show. I think Jimmy Kimmel said last night that Roseanne hopes she receives some sort of help. Now, she's probably one with a slew of psychiatrists. Roseanne is Roseanne. She's not going to change. What amazes me is the reboot of Roseanne. And a lot of these reboots didn't work. This one did. You know, it finished, I think, the #2 comedy behind Big Bang Theory. Yeah, that's pretty good. And Roseanne took the television landscape by storm. You know, will it receive any awards? I doubt it will now. Jackie, you know, she certainly, that character's just, you know, earns an Emmy. John Goodman. I tell you, I seen John Goodman, I think it was on Entertainment Tonight. I watch, when you're in television, even my low level of television, you watch everything that goes on TV. I really pay attention to production values, lighting. I like to watch smaller networks. That's why I got DirecTV at home when I should have Comcast, because we're on Comcast. But DirecTV brings me into very small networks where I can watch different production value. My studio can't compete with HBO and NBC, but the smaller networks I can. So I'm always seeing what they do. So I try to watch that, and I watch everything television related. They ran into John Goodman, who could probably get a role on The Walking Dead, because he looked like he was Walking Dead. And they're asking him about Roseanne. I'm going to tell you, John Goodman was not surprised at all what happened with Roseanne. And he was like, I'm not going to say anything. I have nothing to say. I don't want to upset everything. You just seen it in his eyes was like, people, it's Roseanne. And what's the surprise here? It was only a matter of time. It was like working with a ticking time bomb. You knew this thing was going to explode eventually. And that's what happened. Roseanne went Roseanne. And everybody's acting like they're surprised. P.S. ABC and their producers, Kersey Warner, they knew what they were dealing with there. But the money was good. Up until yesterday, Roseanne, again, was the toast of television. When ABC had its affiliates and sponsor meeting, it was Roseanne front forward. She was the face of ABC television, the face of Disney and ABC, trying to get the sponsors to re-up. They re-upped Roseanne after a few episodes. They were parading her around. Now, one of the interesting things was reported her Twitter. Now, again, ABC and the producers, Kersey Warner, knew there was an issue with her and Twitter. This should not have been a surprise to anybody if you followed Roseanne on Twitter. Now, I didn't follow Roseanne, but a lot of her past tweets are coming out with conspiracy theories and Hillary and whatever political things. She's very politically minded, Trump supporter. She has a lot of different takes on things. But, you know, that what makes the world. Everybody has a different take on things. Her son was supposed to be doing her Twitter. I'm going to tell you now, we got 25 seconds in this segment when we come back. What happened here at Roseanne and Twitter will have long-reaching effects with social media and jobs going forward. When you go for a job, people are going to ask about your Twitter. They're going to ask about what you tweet. They're going to ask about your Facebook, because what happened here just embarrassed everybody, but it shouldn't have, because they knew who they were dealing with. We're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments. See emergency room wait times and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show, and you're watching it live. We're talking about the demise of Roseanne. But didn't she demise before she was canceled? Again, I didn't watch her show when it was on first run. I know that last year it was like a dream. She hit the lottery or some crap like that. And, John Goodman died in that last season, but he came back. Can Roseanne come back? Well, she came back from the national anthem and all the other things that have happened to Roseanne. Say what you want. She's talented and she's funny. Now, can she come back? What happened here, is it worse than the national anthem? You disgraced the national anthem, and she planned to do that. So it wasn't like just bad singing. She planned to do that. And if you recall, she was apologizing constantly. I'm sorry, it was just a joke that went bad. She has a long history of jokes that go bad. But she has a long history of jokes that work. And she is a very respected comedian. She will always be remembered. She's genuinely a funny woman. I remember watching her the first time she was on Johnny Carson. And she was hilarious. I think there's something about being a fat mother is better than a skinny mother. Because the kids coming over the house, you got good snacks when you've got a fat mother. What's interesting here is how offended everybody became over the comment that she made. And social media has such a reaching effect now that was really what drove what happened with Disney and ABC. It was the response on social media. You go back and you look, you're not going to see anything happening production-wise, Disney, ABC, till there is like a huge social media uproar. The morning news shows were talking about this. And again, Roseanne apologized. So it was a bad joke, thing didn't land, that happened. When saying you're sorry and a bad joke didn't work, why isn't her apology accepted? Now, ABC, Disney dumped her after numerous meetings, consultations with her and, their sponsors. Keep in mind, this was millions and millions of dollars for ABC. If I'm not mistaken, I think ABC is the lowest rated network of the four. I think it's behind Fox now. They sorely needed Roseanne. That was, like I said before, they were parading Roseanne around. She was the face of Channel 7 ABC. And Disney blew her away. But then, Disney is multi-billion. They're about to buy Fox. As long as they got Iron Man, Disney will be okay. They don't even talk about Mickey Mouse anymore. It's Iron Man and the Avengers. Sorry didn't seem to matter anymore. And it was a complete erasing of Roseanne. For that matter, all the Roseanne reruns have been pulled because of this tweet and a joke that went bad. I'm not going to say she's a racist or anything like that. I'm going to take her on face value. But, you can still watch Bill Cosby. Cosby's on. But they just completely pulled all Roseanne. But they had in the past pulled all Cosby's. But, we move on to the next story. And eventually, there's money to be made. There was money to be made on Cosby's reruns. There's money to be made on Roseanne's reruns. So they will come back. Why did social media get so upset? Why are we so offended when a comedian, especially when a comedian says something? Why the hell do we care? It's really hard, especially in text. Humor doesn't work well in texting or text chat or that sort of thing. So I don't know why we need to get so upset, but the Twitterverse and social media went completely nuts over this. But they go completely nuts over everything. Everybody was so offended nowadays. Now, with Roseanne, I was one of the first people. You wonder who reads your tweets. I was one of the first people that mentioned with the cancellation of Roseanne, sadly, about a couple of hundred people also lost their job. Everybody's talking Roseanne. There's a lot of actors, like the kid DJ. When was the last time you seen DJ? You didn't see him since the 90s. He's out of a job. All those characters, the ones that played, the two actresses that played the daughter, out of a job. Jackie, she's on Big Bang Theory, so she'll be okay. Sarah Gilbert, Leslie Winkle on Big Bang Theory, she'll be all right. She's got some parts there. David's going to be all right. He's Leonard on Big Bang Theory. But the camera people, the writers, the lighters, the craft people, the caterers, everybody involved. When you look at those credits, in the end, they're all out of a job. Now, the lead actors, like Jackie and, John Goodman, they got contracts that they're going to be paid. Whether it was canceled or not, there's some sort of a severance. But a lot of people are out of work. And this time in television, we're going on a hiatus to work on new shows. They're going in a hiatus. They're working on new shows. Their writers met the morning that Roseanne was canceled to start shaping the next season. That's what you do in hiatus. You start working on the next season, new sets, new blah, whatever you got to do. Shows are already committed. Shows are already in the pipelines. What has been green-lighted. These people will have a hard time getting work. Yeah, I could see going from Roseanne to Jackie and keeping that whole group together. I don't know what you do with John Connor, John Goodman's character, Dan Connor, rather. But you can go with Jackie and the rest of that group. Twitter itself. You are going to see what happened here with Twitter. When you go for a job or an employer is going to say, listen, we may want first decision on whatever you tweet. We want, we want a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Because what you do personally now affects your work. There used to be a separation because we didn't leave an electronic paper trail like we do now. When you tweet this thing, there's a chance somebody's going to call your boss, or your boss is going to say, whoa, this is not a reflection of our company, even though you're entitled to free speech, and Twitter is free speech. But you're not entitled to no consequences. And your employer may start, after what happened here, and it's cost so many people, their jobs, you're going to see the corporate world saying, we got to look a little more at this social media. I've, heard stories in the past where employers wanted to know about the Facebook and your password and, your Facebook history. Yeah, you may see that become more and more when your career, especially you're a doctor, you're an attorney, high-paying positions or in a high-profile company, people are going to be concerned what you do on social media. Now, I don't have much of a social media presence. I tweet what the show does, and, I'll tweet back and forth about Fulop, or I'll antagonize the bike people. But as far as that, I think people on social media allow themselves to be stalked. I don't get that far into it. We have a Facebook page here for the shows. I don't have a personal Facebook page. Again, I'm not going to put my pictures up there, and I'm not going to tell you I'm going to ShopRite or something. I don't want to be stalked. You're watching the Hudson County Show. We'll be right back. It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
We be back. We be Hudson County Show. Almost said Hudson County's Talk, an old radio show we used to host. I miss radio. That's why I like this mic. Yeah, when we do a lot of the other shows, you put the battery, the little mic on the lapel. You got the body pack. I like having a mic in front of me. I like the weekly show where I had, even though I wore the mic, I had that old antique microphone in front of me. It's just somewhere around here. It's in the studio here somewhere. Grand Street. There is a meeting tonight. Grand Street Vision. Can we have a picture? This is sort of what they're looking for. I don't think it's the actual Grand Street. Yeah, it could be what they want to do with Grand Street. I can't make out that street name. Now, you see what they would like to do with Grand Street. Now, Grand Street is multiple lanes. One of the few streets that we have 2 lanes in each direction. They want to kind of chop that up. Now, the green off to the side will be very wide bike lanes. Then you have a bus stop, which they never pull into. You have this yellow bump out there, and you notice on the left side of your screen, you have 1 lane, and I guess we have, I don't know what that other stripe is, that's a bike lane. But what we're doing, we are squeezing the flow of traffic. Now, I want you to understand, all the bikies in the world, this is all great. Commerce is delivered by cars and trucks. People going to work are driving cars. On the average day, I see 5 to 8 bikes a day. Now, I'm in the Heights. I'm not downtown. The Grand Street vision ought to basically be a road to nowhere, because once you get off Grand Street, what do you got? There's no Grand Street vision going down Monmouth or Jersey Avenue, because those streets are too narrow. Now, they're going after Grand Street because there's 2 lanes each way, and a lot of our leaders are like, well, let's appease the bike people. Well, here's the problem with it. Unless we are going to go all, is that a Grandin Bloomfield? That was the address there? Okay. I couldn't make out the sign, and so that is the actual Grand Street view of their vision. Unless we're going to do this all over the city, and we can't because our streets are so friggin' narrow. For that matter, I think every municipality in Hudson County has the same problem as Jersey City. For the most part, our streets are super narrow. They are at best 1 lane each direction. Only a few roads, grand. Parts of Montgomery Street, Kennedy Boulevard. Trying to think when I get into North Bergen. Well, Tunley Avenue is multiple lanes, but it's a state road. West Side Avenue in North Bergen is 2 lanes. But once you get out of, those few roads, Patterson Plank Road going through Hudson County is basically 1 lane all the way. A couple of spots that will pop up to 2, but then it'll narrow down to 1. I guess Washington Street, I don't know how many lanes that is, because it's disgraceful, Washington Street. But I think that's like 2 lanes each way. We don't have the room. And people will talk about, well, there are cars parked. We got to move the cars. You're not moving those cars. Cars outnumber bikes in Hudson County, actually statewide, by whatever number you want to throw out there, 1,001, 2,001, 10,001. There are less than 0.2%. 0.2, it's less than 1%. 0.2% of the population of New Jersey ride a bike to work. There are 9 million people in New Jersey. 14,000 ride a bike to work. That's amazing, isn't it? And bikes are not practical as a mode of transportation. It is at best a fair weather mode of transportation. You're not going to ride these, and there's some knuckleheads on Twitter. Well, I ride my bike in ice and snow and 0 degrees. You're full of it. Because I'm on the same friggin' roads in the Heights, and guess what? I don't see you. You're not riding in the snow, in the ice, in the 0 degrees. You're not riding. Listen, a couple weeks ago, we had rain every day. Actually, we keep having rain every day. We were raining every day. Every day I rode by the city bikes. There are a lot of city bikes there. Guess what? They're not riding in the rain. It's not a practical mode. You're not going to ride a bike when it's 95 degrees and you're going to work, because you're going to stink. It's what somebody referred to as city bike stink. Yeah, I don't want you in my office. You have friggin' BO all over you because you've been pedaling. But for the most part, the bike phenomenon in Jersey City is really restricted to downtown Jersey City. The path people, they ride their bikey to the path. And this is pretty much city bike. If you take city bike ridership, take their numbers out of downtown and project it citywide, city bike is running in red ink as it is. They're looking to be subsidized. With the exception of downtown, City Bikes doesn't work. They're closing, they're moving, well, they're saying we're relocating docking stations. They're closing docking stations. It didn't work in most of the other parts of the city. Some of those parts of the city near the light rail just didn't work. Downtown, City Bike works because people will pedal it over to the path, put a little box, basket and Toto in there, and you bike your butt over to the path. You get on the path, and you go over to New York, and you can get on another City Bike and take your life in your hand as you drive through the streets of New York. The rest of us in New Jersey, the other, almost 9 million, probably all 9 million people, we're not riding bikes to work. So to put such a tremendous investment, like in that Grand Street view there, put that up again, please. This is a huge investment, and unless you're going to do it citywide, don't do it, because this is a bike lane to nowhere. And you're not going to squeeze the traffic, because that's commerce. There's deliveries. When you look at the streets of Jersey City, it's all commerce. These are people going to and fro from work, making deliveries, going to work, going home from work. It all has to do with commerce. And the more you slow down traffic or create traffic, which is basically what we would do, you will hurt commerce. And the more you hurt commerce, the more prices go up. If it takes longer to make deliveries. Some knucklehead, he was talking about a picture of a rig making a delivery. Well, the rig doesn't need to be that big. Well, how the F do you know? You don't know. You're just pulling that out of your butt. Everything that you touch, this hat, these papers, this coffee, this cup, came by truck. It was delivered by a truck. America's needs are moved by truck, and those trucks move on roads. So to try to squeeze them, especially in a city that doesn't have roads wide enough to squeeze as it is. They keep pointing to New York. Whoa, business zero. Look at New York. New York's got streets like 4, 5, 6 lanes wide. We don't have that in Jersey City. Nowhere do we have that in Jersey City. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Panepinto Properties, Jersey City. Panepinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panepintoproperties.com. Panepinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show. You're watching it live. We're talking bikies. We're talking squeezing you as you try to transverse the city of Jersey City. One more time with that Grand Street scheme of things. Now, I want you to remember, Grand Street is 4 lanes each direction. I think there is, in some parts, there's a turning lane. I think there's a turning lane at Monmouth, if I'm not mistaken. Can we have that green picture up there anytime soon there, Greg? Grant Street, yes. Put that back up again. I want them to take another look at this. Yeah, it looks pretty. It's just not practical. It's not practical in a major artery of Jersey City going to downtown and where a tremendous amount of commerce goes. I want people to understand streets are dangerous. There's the old saying, don't play in traffic. Well, there's a lot of sense to that. Don't play in traffic. The bottom line in Jersey City, our streets are extremely narrow. There's a few that are more than one lane. A lot of them are just one-way streets. It is dangerous to be on the street when you're on your bike, when there are cars, there are trucks, there are SUVs, there are cube vans, there are buses, there are straight jobs, there are tractor-trailers of numerous lengths. And those mirrors you see on those straight jobs and tractor-trailers, if that driver doesn't see you, you get run over. If you don't see him in that mirror, he doesn't see you. And that guy's making it right. And I'm going to tell you, you got some of the dumbest SOBs that ride bikes, and they'll cut right in front of someone. I'll spot them on my. I'd prefer if the bike community rode towards traffic so I can see them instead of them coming up behind me and trying to go around. Like recently on Patterson Plank Road, I'm waiting to make a right-hand turn on Congress off Patterson, going west on Congress Street, and some idiot on a bike cuts right in front of the car. From my left side, cuts right in front of the car that go up Congress. Yeah, good thing I got some reflexes. It is inherently dangerous to be in the streets. Now, we can't have protected bike lanes all over Jersey City. So if we can't have them all over, we shouldn't have them anywhere, because you got bike lanes to nowhere. For that matter, talking about bikes, that Jersey Cycle on Central Avenue, just recently, a guy Luca runs the place, getting a senior's walker repaired. There was a problem with the brakes. The seniors walk around. Got wheels on there, and there's brakes, just like on a bicycle. I kind of remember them because I stopped riding bikes when I was 12. But all my life, when I rode on bikes, I managed to get around Jersey City without getting hit by cars or, whatever fears that these bike people have. And like I said, as I said recently, I was 10 when I was doing it. I was at Jersey Cycles, and we needed to replace the brake cables on the walker. And the guy did the brake cables, did a little brake adjustment. And I was talking to the guy. I said, I'm going to talk to Mayor Fulop. Maybe we can have you come to the senior centers and do tune-ups on these walkers, because this wasn't the only walker that, the seniors have a problem with. The cables get frayed, the brakes don't work as well, and they're just the hand brakes like on a bike. You do a little service on the tires. Pretty much everything on a walker is basically bicycle. So if we get this guy, so I got in touch with Mayor Fulop, and he was like, yeah, the guy want to do it. I said, seems like it. I'm sure he'd be happy to donate his time. Material we got to take care of. So I'm going to talk to the Luca guy again, talk to the mayor, see if we can get somebody to sponsor just the parts on there. And have Luca and Jersey Cycles go to each one of our senior centers. And on that particular day, all the seniors can bring in their walkers who use them, get them fixed. For that matter, if you have walkers that, again, not the one that you got to physically move. Everybody's got that walker. Nobody wants that. Everybody graduates from that walker to the wheel. If you have good, like Nova quality walkers, not them Rite Aid things that you bought for $30. If you have good walkers that you're done with, get in touch with me, because I can find seniors who need them. But not the $30, $40 ones. That's crap. The best walker you can get, the Cadillac of walkers, is Nova. That's a very good walker. It's got the big tires, good, not plastic rubber on there. It's got real rubber tires. So we're going to talk to the people. Well, I already talked to the people at Jersey Cycle. I'll follow up. If there's anything I can do for my seniors, I do. Well, I was saying with bikes, I know the bikie guys are going to get all bent out of shape. Less than 2.2% of New Jersey rides bikes. And it doesn't make sense for us to cater to the bike enthusiast population when I got more people on motorized jazzies and wheelchairs than I do riding bikes. Because where do we draw the line? Well, we should have a lane just for the motorized jazzies. It just gets out of hand. There isn't enough. When you look at the percentages of that 0.2% of people in New Jersey who bike to work, if you divide that 14,000 through the 565 municipalities, it's like 25 per municipality. Now, again, there's a concentration of people in downtown Jersey City who city bike it over to the path. But once you leave downtown Jersey City, come up like in the Heights or on West Side or in Greenville, all right, that's the 0.2%. And that's just a fact. Now, you want to outline downtown with protected bike lanes, I don't know who's going to pay for it. I don't know if JC Bike is fundraising and filing for grants to come up, because if they're not coming up with any of this money, and they're depending on the city, the property taxpayers here in Jersey City, the people who just got banged over, especially downtown, who just got beat over the head, to accommodate 0.2%. Not even 1%. You know, it's not even like when you had the protests in New York City over, the 1%ers. We're at 0.2%. I don't see how we can accommodate this. And the bike people, they'll throw out pedestrians involved with motor vehicle accidents. I'm not 100% sure. I believe there were 17 pedestrian-related accidents in Jersey City. Out of the 17, if I'm not mistaken, again, only 3 of the drivers received the summons. What does that mean? That means the driver wasn't at fault. Somebody jumped out, somebody jaywalked, somebody did whatever they did. You know, somebody said cross, and the kid stepped out and got hit. It wasn't, the driver did all they could. But to throw these numbers out like saying these drivers are so violent, no, it's not the case. And it's wrong that the bike enthusiasts do that. They try to paint all these individuals who were involved in an accident as the reason for the accident. They're not. Now, these people who were involved, they'll have to live with that the rest of their life. But they weren't at fault, and it's wrong the bike enthusiasts try to paint it that way. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show, and this show is moving by quick, and like I said, it's the last one of this season. We're not back until September. I will do some one-off things. I may come and do some news-centric things when something big happens, but for the most part, we're off till September. Just to pick on the bike people a little bit more. They keep talking about Jersey and Grand Avenue. It's a problem crossing. Do you realize people have been crossing that for like the last 100 years in Jersey City? Before we had countdown clocks and crosswalks and all, people made it. I don't know how. And we made it alive. You know, you didn't get across Grand Avenue and go, whoo, man, I made it. No, we crossed. We never crossed. I think that's the problem. People can't cross the street anymore. And I think it happens from childhood, because we have people that are crossing the kids from school. We have crossing guards for blocks and blocks on from the school. When I was a kid going to school, I was a patrol boy. I crossed you. And once you got across the street from the school, you were on your own. You had to make it home all on your own. And back then, you didn't have a bunch of parents either parked all over. The kids walked home. And we all made it every freaking day. It came from Trenton. Beata home nurses are, well, this was used in Joan Quigley's column. Beata or Beata, whatever way you want to pronounce it. It's an excellent institution. They come and help the seniors, home nursing personnel. There is talk about getting a special permit for home health care workers, visiting home health care, that can park anywhere in the state of New Jersey. This is a case of the state stepping on the municipalities again by issuing a state-issued universal parking permit, and the state would get $50 for each one of these permits, and they would be recognized in any community in New Jersey, any zone where, you know, zone parking is in place. These people would be able to park. Now, again, it is an honorable field, a very necessary field, but there are a lot of honorable, necessary fields. we give them all a permit. And again, why do we keep stepping on the municipality? If there is to be a permit issued, it should be issued by the municipality. We don't need the state coming in and dictating again to the municipality. You know, anytime that happens, the municipalities get hurt. The municipalities know their parking needs. They know where the scam is, where in the scam, and how much this could get perverted. And like I said, you know, home health care, very honorable field, very necessary, but there is a lot of them. And should we be giving them all a state-issued parking permit? I don't think so. Honeywell site in Jersey City. Now, this is the Hudson County show, but Jersey City is the big city. One of the issues with Honeywell site is the mayor is going to roll the dice. He's going to try to anyway, and have the city invest $180 million to develop 1,200, 1,400 units of family-size affordable housing. That sounds good. I'm not sure we have a shortage of housing in Jersey City. We have a shortage of people who can pay the going rate for rents in Jersey City. That's more of a problem. The word affordable gets a little hazy. What we have is a lot of people who can't afford to pay the rent, and the reason is they're not working. When you go to the southern end of Jersey City, unemployment's in the 30s and probably 40%. If you don't have a job, you don't have any money coming in, I don't care what the rent is, you can't pay it. What Jersey City sorely needs is jobs. Now, again, I commend Mayor Fulop for wanting affordable housing. But unless I have people who are working and earning a paycheck, they can't afford, no matter what the affordable rent is. And that's our problem here. We have a very expensive city that we should be doing the best we can to reduce the cost. You know, we have a budget that's $600 million a year. We should be trying to lessen that burden on property taxes, which relate to higher rents. We have no jobs in Jersey City. Like I said many times when I was a kid, I can walk out of my house and get a job. Can't do that anymore. I still have people like me who had limited education and skills as a kid looking for work, but we don't have those type of jobs anymore. You know, there's no Fred Rich truck and trailer repair that I could go and work for who would take the time and train me to become a mechanic in welding and sheet metal. But we still have that type of personnel looking for jobs in Jersey City and in Hudson County for the most part. That's why it amazes me with Senator Sacco, Mayor Sacco from North Bergen, how he develops. You know, where this studio is in North Bergen, there is a renaissance going on industrial-wise. We have expansion of companies. We have the power generating station coming in. These are all jobs, and these are jobs with the expansion and the generator station coming in that will help rateable-wise, and they're going to pay a lot of property tax, which will lessen the burden on the homeowners in North Bergen. This is what we need to do. Now, the Honeywell site was an industrial site. It was all jobs at one time. We're going to make it a neighborhood, and that's what. Guess what? There's no jobs in that neighborhood, and I sorely need jobs. So before I put $180 million into the Honeywell site, I would put $180 million into building warehousing, light assembly, factory, and try to attract those type of companies to move to Jersey City. We have location, location, location. If you build it, they will come or they may come, but they're not going to come unless we have some sort of structure for them to move into. I know the Sea Caucus, they just built some warehouses on spec, and I think they're almost all leased out. We need to get into doing that. Encourage job development, encourage people to bring jobs to Jersey City, jobs that are gettable, jobs that are available. When we hear a company moving to Jersey City or Hudson County, predominantly in Jersey City, when they move here, they already move the employees with them. That doesn't benefit us at all. We need open jobs, jobs available, and I don't need them on Wall Street. I don't need accounting firms. I don't need medical firms. I need true blue-collar jobs. People can get a paycheck. That'll cut down crime. It changes so much when people are working. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
We're back. We got to do the North Bergen stuff, right? Let's get those these announcements up. Let's do that. Do it. We got a farmer's market coming somewhere, right? Where's that farmer's market? It is in North Hudson Park, 9 to 5 on June the 2nd. When is that? That's Sunday? Saturday. It's free to the public. It's on 91st and Bergen Line Avenue in North Bergen. Who doesn't like a flea market? They still got that one in the Meadowlands? I bet they do. Where else are we going? We got Green and Healthy Family Festival, June the 2nd, at North Bergen at the 64th Street Field. That sounds like it's a good little event there. Green and Healthy Family Festival. Well, I'll tell you, Sacco does it. And is this from the library? I don't see. This is all Nick Sacco. I see Nick Sacco right there. 64th Street Field. The 64th Street Field. Again, go to the town website. You got all its information there. Where else? I'm going to Well-Being Wednesday seminar at the main library. There's my buddies at the library. They are. Knowing the signs of a stroke. You'd certainly want to know those signs. Again, go to the library website. Do we have the Addy there? We should have the Addy up for the library website all the time. That's something we'll work on when we come back. Where? The Landmarks Conservatory. This is presentation is tonight at the Landmark Lowe's Theater. It's at Journal Square, and a lot of people are getting awards for a presentation, and it's all good stuff. Here's my problem with it. Where is my ticket to this? They're going to award the city of Jersey City for the Apple Tree House. You know who saved the Apple Tree House? Joseph Panapinto Sr. You know who gave the check $2,000 to put the Apple Tree House on the state register as a landmark? I did. Where is my ticket to the event? Now, I'm all in preservation. I'm all in the history. I like the old stuff. For that matter, when we're talking about doing this icon show, you might see a lot of old electronics in there and old television and stuff like that. I have a 1964 Dodge I'm going to start using pretty soon. She's ready to go. I believe in preservation and history, but I don't think you should force me to do it. You want to save history? Buy it. Don't force me to save it for you. Don't tell me how I have to maintain my home, what type of window and what type of door. I'm all in favor of history and preservation. Don't force me to do it. You want to save it? Buy it. You want to save history? Buy the history. I did. And then you pour a lot of money into that history. Then you start scratching your head saying, why the hell did I do that? 4th of July, make your reservations in Jersey City. 4th of July at Exchange Place. That is the permanent location, by the way. It'll always be there for the 4th of July. It's a huge fireworks. There's entertainment. That's to be determined yet for the 4th of July. I'm not sure if the statue will be there. That could be interesting. And from the segment, it came from Trenton. Plastic bags. I did this on the Toms River show because it's really an issue in the shore communities. Just discourteous people. There's pigs, put it that way. With cigarettes predominantly in the shore, people dye them out in the sand and they bury them and they stick them in between the boards of the boardwalk. Ex-smoker. And I could not understand why smokers do this today. So I had no problem with banning that. The state of New Jersey, there is talk right now, legislation right now in Trenton about banning plastic bags in New Jersey. I'm sure Jersey City will jump into this before the state even does it. I agree with banning plastic bags. I like paper bags. When I go to ShopRite, I like to get the paper bags, double bag them, but people have a problem with that too. Reusable. Oh, the forest is going to be tough. Don't give me that crap with the canvas bags. Bring your own bag. Because after a while, them canvas bags are pretty ratty. There's probably more friggin' disease and bacteria in those canvas bags. Give me the paper bags from regrown trees, reusable resources. You know, we're going to plant more trees, and most of your paper bags are coming from replanted trees. You see these plastic bags in the streets all the time. You need to avoid them. It's not like they're going to dent your car, but if a plastic bag gets up in your accessory drive, and that's where all your belts are, your fan belts, you got a problem. A plastic bag gets on your exhaust system, your muffler, your exhaust pipe, your manifold, you smell it, and you'll smell it forever before that plastic melts away. And it's almost like they have a life. You go left, that paper bag goes, the plastic bag goes with you. You go right, it goes with you. There was a piece on 30 Rock with Tina Fey. She's trying to get this plastic bag with a smiley face out of the tree. It's from a Chinese food restaurant. And the smile in the bag is having a conversation with Tina Fey. And they're saying, you can't get rid of it. There's more of me. There'll be always me here. And she eventually does get it, but she gets locked up doing it. I agree with that. Now, let's talk about plastic straws. Plastic straws are an issue in the beach communities and the boardwalks. But, you know, I think the plastic as a whole, they go to the dumps and it takes a million years, like styrofoam. I don't really have a problem with styrofoam. You don't see that all over the streets of Jersey City. Plastic bags you do. You know, we could probably do something with styrofoam. I know when they go to this landfill, it takes a million years. But there's supposedly, actually it isn't supposedly, there is a patch of plastic floating around the oceans now. It's like 8 miles wide. We need to do something about plastic. But immediately what we can do is ban the plastic bag. Maybe what you do, you put a deposit on it like we used to do with bikes. I mean, bottles in the old days. I got the bike people in my mind. You know, you used to bring the bottles back to the store, and they gave you a nickel. Maybe you put a nickel deposit on a ShopRite bag. It says ShopRite, you bring it back to ShopRite, you get a nickel a bag. Everybody would be looking for plastic bags. Maybe that's what we do. This way, I don't run businesses out of here. Like there's a plastic bag business on 109 on 6th Avenue in Jersey City. I am out of time. You be good. You be safe. Enjoy your summer. I'll see you on the Shore Show. That's going into production. Look for it. Be good. Be safe. I'll talk to you later. Good night.